Today's MMA Tea Company fight preview is with James Netflix Neville. James going to be fighting Zachary Borrego on February 6th. That's going to be down in San Antonio, Texas. James, thanks for joining us today. I know you're probably just, getting into your fight camp. The fight was just announced. How are you feeling, at the early onset here?
Feeling pretty good. I made the announcement recently, but it's been in talks for, I would say, about a month now. So I had a bit of a heads up, but the whole waiting to get everything signed, get their contract. We had to switch up some stuff since it's in Texas. And then, recently I made the announcement, but it's still, I'm only, we're about a week and a half out. But I've been knowing about it for a month. I just couldn't officially announce it until recently, but.
Okay. And, when you did announce it, you kind of were quick to call out a lot of the people in the area at your weight class, being only an 0-1 pro, but you can't really find a fight. What's been going on there?
Yeah, and I don't like to think of myself as a person I call people out. You'll see a lot of the guys like, yeah, know where to find me. I'm the baddest dude here. And I don't like to think of myself that way. It was kind of really just saying what's happening as far as
okay.
I'm trying to get fights, but they're just not working. So I was kind of more of like, hey, I'm trying to get fights, but it's just not working out. I had like 3 in a row fall through. When my last fight fell through, they couldn't find a replacement. It's just been this constant like, oh, we might have a fight, but then it was like, nah, never mind, you don't have a fight. So it is. I mean, I really don't know. I think it goes back to like my amateur career. I had a phenomenal, record, 10-2, 6 titles. I was like kind of like the big thing coming up. Obviously, I took on a super tough opponent right out the gate, but didn't go my way. I'm 0-1, so it made me think like, all right, well, getting a fight shouldn't be too bad. But I think it's that mentality of like, this guy's really good, and I don't want to lose to an 0-1 guy because that makes me look bad. Would be my guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you see, I mean, you're kind of like I don't want to call it a sneaky fight, but they see that 0-1 record, but then once they start watching tape on you and they start seeing how you fight, it's not something that a lot of people want to jump into maybe for their pro debut, or if they're 0-1 or 1-0, because the whole goal is to build that win streak and to get to that next level. So talking about building a win streak, why at this time did you decide to fight this guy down in Texas?
Well, a couple of reasons. The one main one is they accepted the fight, which is something that I haven't been able to get done. So That was the first and foremost. It just matchup wise made sense. It wasn't just up to me. They said 85 debuter. So then I asked like, all right, who is it? What about him? He's 3-3. He's an amateur. It's his debut. Big, strong, tough guy. Nothing I haven't fought before, of course. But it just made sense as far as like a similar matchup. The event being on UFC Fight Pass was a huge huge selling point as well, and it just seemed like a great matchup for me. I'm a bad matchup for a lot of people. I have a great ground game. I'm hard to finish. I kind of just push a pace, and my hands, when I end up needing to use them, are really good as well. So this one just made a lot of sense as far as the matchup.
And you did have that fight fall through that we had talked about last time. And that was right around the time you were also making the transition to, at the gym full time between coaching or training or whatever it was. Just wanted to check in, see how, you're enjoying that lifestyle change.
Love it. I haven't regretted it a second. It's been amazing. My classes have gotten so much better. I think we talked a little bit last time as far as like the transition for being a coach and a fighter still training. And I think I've found like that sweet middle spot of like training a lot while still coaching. Because I do coach, I teach people, but I'm kind of one of those hands-on coaches like, hey guys, this is a move and I'm working with you, or I'll hop in for like some sparring, rolling as we're doing it. But it's been great. The classes started small. They've since then grown a lot. People really gravitate to me. I'm kind of a genuine person. I'm very straightforward. The technique's solid. And I'm very honest with people, and I genuinely, have a passion for it. And I think people notice that. And since then, like the class has been getting bigger, and I'm really, really happy about it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And it's something that is really exciting. And like you said, you were balancing that for a long time. But from what I could tell, even on social, is you're really enjoying that. So that's good to hear. Now, going into this fight. Is this the farthest you've traveled, and how do you expect that to affect your, weigh-in, sleep, nutrition, all of those things?
Yeah, definitely by far the farthest I've traveled. I've never had to fly or take a train or nothing. And usually I can drive. The farthest I've driven is like, 4 hours
Mhm.
from like Nova to Virginia Beach, but this is definitely a bit of a trip for it. But I'm not too worried. I like it. My weight cut, I'm pretty good on weight right now. So next week it'll be cool. I mean, going through the airport while, dehydrated, going through that, it's not gonna be fun, but it's part of the game. I'm not too stressed about it. It's an interesting event though. The fight it's gonna be on a Sunday and it's gonna be like a mid card day. Like the main card is gonna be starting at 12:30 or 12:30 or 11:30 here. I'm not sure, but the weigh-ins are Saturday morning, so that's gonna be great. Waking up, go weigh in, spend the rest of the day hanging out, looking at Texas. Next day, go get the fight, and then hang out with Texas a lot. So I like it because it's a good card. It's gonna be a great, I go in there, I'm planning to handle my business, and then it's like a little vacation at the same time. I get to check out Texas because I've never been, so it's a fun kind of getting into. I mean, the fight's top priority, nothing else besides that. But then after, then I get to have some fun.
Yeah, and that people that I've talked to that have been traveling for fights more lately have actually enjoyed, the travel aspect, even if they're going into a guy's hometown, or even if they're, going fighting for a promotion they've never fought for, and all those different things aside, it also does seem to prepare a lot of people for the next level, because you don't ever really get to pick and choose where you're fighting if you're on a Bellator card or UFC card or LFA or any of those things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't mind it. Like if they're they're covering the travel and hotel. So I mean, if that's taken care of, if that's what I got to do to get a fight, I mean, I'll do it. 'Cause like I said, it's been really tough to find a local fight. So if that's what I got to do to make it happen, we'll make it happen. And yeah, he is the hometown boy I'm fighting. So I'm gonna definitely be an outsider, but I love it. Whether I have my crowd behind me or if I have a crowd booing me, it hypes me up either way. So I'm excited.
Awesome, man. We're excited for it too. Before I, let you go, just wanted to give you a chance, shout out, everybody who's been helping you out along this fight. I know you got a big support system, lots of people at your gym. So, wanted to give you that time.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really comes down to the gym. All my coaches, my Muay Thai instructor Tiger, he's been amazing this whole time. My friend Meng, who's been helping me with my medicals. Rick McCoy, obviously the head instructor, he kills it. Joanna with my physical training or conditioning, Brian with my jujitsu. There's just so many lists. Kelly, my girl, she's always there supporting me. Especially she's gonna be coming with me to the fight, which is gonna be amazing because she always helps me with my weight cut and just mental preparation. And we've had the 2 interviews before this, and I always say I know I'm like forgetting people. So I just like the gym, the friends, the family, everyone watching. I love y'all, and like it's I appreciate all you're doing. So I'm glad I can finally get this fight to like let y'all know like, hey, I've been working for something. I haven't been just chilling. Like I just can't get a fight. Now that I got one, I'm gonna really take full advantage of it.
Awesome, man. Kick some ass in Texas. We'll see you on the other side.
Thanks, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you.